Welcome to Toffee TV. This is the Everton News Daily from a caravan in Wales. Before we start, Toffee TV are fueled by Co-op this summer. You can get 2 Co-op pizzas and a pack of 4 Budweiser for £5. Click the link for the offer in the description below, and please drink responsibly. Everton are apparently about to make a bid for Celtic left-back Kieran Tierney. The young Scottish defender has impressed since breaking in to the Celtic first team. Looks a really, really good player, Tierney. Lovely left foot. Fee of around about 30 million has been mentioned. I don't know whether Celtic are interested in selling him at 30 million, but you know, who knows? The type of player Everton need to replace Leighton Baines. Let's be perfectly honest about it. I think obviously Marcel Brands and Marco Silva have identified certain areas in our team that need addressing. Left back has been needing to be addressed for a couple of years in terms of having an understudy for Leighton Baines. Kieran Tierney fits all of those, all of the requirements. Whether or not Everton can get him, I don't know. Celtic fans seem to be laughing it off as if we haven't got any chance of getting him. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. It's up to the lad, I suppose. I know he's a big Celtic fan. He's been there since since a young boy. But the pull of the Premier League is massive. And whether Celtic like it or not, there's basically 2 teams in that league, and it's not going to get any bigger. So for him, he may feel he needs to move to better himself. But I don't know. He may stay at Celtic and try and win the 10th successive title. Who knows? Davy Klaassen has again been linked with a move away from Goodison Park. The Dutch midfield player who didn't feature much last season, shall we say, has this time been linked with a swap deal for Besiktas defender Vida. The Croatian defender has been linked with Everton all week. To be honest, I would rather Davy be given a chance. I don't know whether he's good enough because I haven't seen enough of him. He certainly was very good in Holland. It's a different level, of course it is. But who knows? Marco Silva and Marcel Brands might have already made their mind up on that one. And if so, then I'm fully behind them as well. It's all about trusting them now that they're here and letting them make their judgment calls. So, I'll be disappointed if he goes, but at the same time, if the manager doesn't fancy him, no point in staying around, is there really? Everton are apparently battling it out with Inter Milan for the signature of William Carvalho, the Portuguese defensive midfield player. He hasn't really impressed Evertonians so far in the World Cup. I think his passing range is fantastic. I think he keeps the ball moving. He's not the quick. He looks a little bit like Yaya Toure, the way he runs. But who knows? I don't know. I've not seen enough of him either. I know he's a good player. I know he's been on people's radar for a number of years. He's 26 now. But why isn't anybody else taking a chance on him? We were linked with him 2 years ago. And it didn't happen. I know he was linked very strongly to West Ham United either last summer or in January, and it didn't happen then either. So, this time there's a lot of stuff going on at Sporting Lisbon. He's one of 7 who've walked out on their contracts at the club, apparently. So obviously there's a little bit of stuff to sort out there as well. But again, it really is a watch this space, isn't it, at the minute? Apparently, West Ham United are about to step up their interest in Yannick Bolasie, the Everton winger. I don't think too many Blues would have any problems with Bolasie moving on. It's not worked. I was quite happy when we got him. I thought he was what we need. Power and pace down the flank. He'd always seemed to do well against Everton. But obviously the knee injury curtailed any progress. He came back on Boxing Day and, I think he ended up with 5 assists. It wasn't great. But who knows? I mean, Marco Silva might fancy him. You just don't know. But if the bid comes in, I think with the return of Ademola Lookman, I think Bolasie may well be allowed to leave the club. And one more player who might be on his way out of Everton is young defender Matthew Pennington. Apparently Leeds are about to bid for him. He spent, obviously, the season on loan at Leeds last season. Their fans really liked him. He signed a new deal with Everton in the summer, but now it looks as though Leeds want him back, basically. So we'll have to see if their interest is, firmed up, I suppose, over the next week or so. Everton are back in pre-season training on Monday. Their players are back for testing on Monday. And then pre-season starts properly on Tuesday. I think the players are going to spend the following week at Finch Farm training before heading off to the Austrian training camp to embark on the pre-season there, which may include a friendly at the end of the week against the local side. And that'll be the first opportunity to see Marco Silva's first game in charge of Everton, albeit it'll be nothing more than a bounce game, I should imagine. Before Everton then go off to Bury in the next friendly. So it all kicks up next week. It kicks on a level. The players are back. Silva's back in the country tomorrow. And the new era begins, I suppose, in earnest on Monday. So, yeah, have a great weekend. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want to look at some stuff on Patreon, it is free for the weekend. We've hit 25,000 subs now on YouTube. So we have opened up Patreon free of charge for this weekend. So if you want to get on there and have a look, see what videos are on there and stuff, the kind of stuff we do on there. There's a tactics video and a Marco Silva video on there as well. Check those out and enjoy it and enjoy the sun. See you next week.